Good day, it's Althea from the Bible in 1 Year. Today we spend time in Genesis 42, where God's plan come together. In the previous chapter, Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dream with the help of God. God's favor rested upon Joseph and he was released from prison, and Pharaoh put him second in charge. For the next 7 years, Joseph did exactly as God had shown in Pharaoh's dreams. He built large storage facilities in every city, and with every harvest, they stored enormous quantities of excess food. Then the next 7 years brought famine in the land. Egypt was ready to sell what they have stored away to prevent starvation. In chapter 42, Jacob is forced by the severe famine to send 10 of his sons to Egypt to buy grain. Jacob refused to let Benjamin go along out of fear that he will lose Benjamin too. Jacob was under the impression that Joseph was dead, but instead his brothers sold him as a slave. Joseph deliberately concealed his identity after recognizing his brothers 20 years later. Joseph remembered the dream that he had as a young boy, the very dream that offended his brothers so much that they sold him as a slave. Joseph accused them of being spies. He holds Simon hostage, sending the others back and to return with Benjamin to prove that they are not spies but honest men. Joseph explains to them that he fears God in verse 18 and that their honesty needs to be tested. The brothers pleaded for mercy, but Joseph treats them harshly. The brothers realized what they have done to Joseph, selling him while pleading for mercy. Joseph ordered his servants to fill their bags with grain and to return their money in their bags. The brothers interpret it as a punishing hand of God for harm done to Joseph. Those who commit evil cannot escape punishment forever. The returned money filled Jacob with fear. He instantly knew the truth, but he could not prove it. Did they take the grain without paying, or could it be that they sold Simon for cash? Jacob lived only to protect himself from more pain. His outlook on life was that everything was against him. He had no more hope in the future, no more faith, no more happiness. What Jacob did not know was that both was alive and well. This showcased the power of a lie believed. Often we are not only confronted with lies, but controlled by them. The cunningness of Satan. You are not enough. You are not worthy. You are beyond hope. You cannot confess sin, for the punishment or shame will be too severe. You will not recover from this. The truth was that Jacob was still God's chosen. He was a healthy and wealthy man, and that God was busy working out his prophetic covenant promise to his father Abram. If his messed up brothers did not sell him, Joseph wouldn't become the prime minister and wouldn't store up for the famine. Jacob's family would have died of the famine, and the Messiah could not have come from his bloodline. Jesus came and died so that we might be saved from our messed up lives. Reuben offered his 2 sons as a dramatic gesture in verse 57. God not only offered his son Jesus, but he also saw the plan through, and Jesus did in fact died as an offered lamb. We can have confidence in the word. Romans 8:28 read, "And we know with great confidence that God, who is deeply concerned about us, caused all things to work together as a plan, for good, for those who love God, for those who are called according to his plan and purpose." Jesus was dead, but now he is not only alive, but exalted. He is our bread of life, our Savior. He restored the broken relationship with God the Father, and we can have hope and trust again. May you be blessed. Goodbye.